And racing, Corbon Tomcats away fairly well. One of the best out, Jackson Jill. Now the rail for Corbon Tomcat, just motors through to grab the lead. Out wide on the track, false step. There followed a length or two, Waymac Dave. In that bunch also is My Foolish Heart around the corner. Favourite doing it nicely. Corbon Tomcat will beat Jackson Jill. Waymac Dave third. There followed down on the inside, false step. Out wide of Mildred Lillian. Gap then to My Foolish Heart. Followed Just a Mate and ending up last there, Gorilla on drums. And racing, field away, best out wide, jumping Julia, followed out there by down on the inside. Team Dream gets a run through. No Pride is up and around them. There followed John Dory looking to get through. There followed a length or two round the outside. Corborn Chief, they turn the corner, and on the outside, No Pride is going up and might have just grabbed jumping Julia close there. Third Team Dream. They're followed by Blue Gale Rise behind those runners. Corborn Chief. There followed John Dory, and towards the tail we had Elkie. And Celestial Magic was back there as well. Set and racing. Georgie Wong's out beautifully down on the inside. It's going to fire out to the lead. It's followed out by another. Jill is going to track it through and right up there on the outside. Excuse please. They followed 3 lengths away. They were followed further back by Corbon Plunge around the corner. Georgie Wong back in form. He's up by about 2 and he'll get the money. Second another Jill. 3 back. Excuse please. Out wide Kaniki. They're followed down on the inside by Corbon Plunge. Further back the field they were followed. Yelder's Deadwood never got into it today. And towards the tail Wandy Feather. And racing, and one of the best out of the middle, Homebush Iris driving it on the inside. Starburst Benny, Nonda Plume, a rails run. They're followed out wide on the track by Game Girl. Round the turn out of the straight they run. Getting around the outside now, just on the inside. Homebush Iris drifts a bit after jumping well. Corbin Crazy's gone up in the middle of the pack. Take a Tricks well back up ahead of it, Pseudonym. And driving through on the inside now, Indy Sunday coming towards the corner. And the leader is Starburst Benny. Corbin Crazy up on the outside and now driving it on the inside. Game Girl will grab them both. Game Girl, Corbon Crazy, Starburst Benny. They were followed Homebush Iris. Further back the field, they were followed by the next one there was Take a Trick. Nonda Plume was in that bunch and towards the tail Pseudonym. And racing, DiMaggio out very wide, got the jump and so did Wandy Luck. They're followed up in the middle by No Jealousy. Further back they were followed. Trying to get around the outside, Sting Me. Little gap, the others headed further back there by Stolen Money. They're followed by Corbon Porsche. Up they come. DiMaggio's moved up and hit the lead. Sting Me late, but DiMaggio got there from Sting Me, Wandy Luck, Zebediah. They're followed after a gap there by Stolen Money. Further back there, No Jealousy. And the last couple, Popstar rocking and back with that was Corbon Porsche. And racing, Campaigner slow, so was Willockside. Best out Dillmanstown. Getting around Joyville, they're followed down on the inside there by Red Carpet. Going up on the outside, Turbo Tundra coming towards the corner. And Dillmanstown will swing for home in front. And it's out by a length and a half down the outside, Red Carpet. Dillmanstown, Red Carpet, Campaigner. They're followed in that bunch by Joyville. And they were followed Botany Prancer, Turbo Tundra out wide, and jammed between them all was Willockside. And racing, field away, Starburst, Clemmy's away beautifully. Followed out there by rushing around a stitch up to get nice and handy. They're followed up there by moving up on the outside of Power Bro. Power Jet sits pretty. Midfield the rail. They're followed 3 lengths back by Axel Grinder. Up on the outside, Thrilling Sound. Gap then to Chill Out, to Caught the Bell rather. Back with that Chill Out Ralph. Down the back they go. In front is Starburst, Clemmy. So some of these will be getting tight in a moment. And here's a Power Jet looking to get through on the inside. He just needs a run. Getting up on the outside. Stitch up around the corner. Starburst, plenty. Big Jed. He's got the rail and down the outside. We've got Axel Grinder. Up they come. And over the top comes Stitch Up. Stitch Up will score. Axel Grinder. Wider on the track. Chill Out Ralph. A Powered Jed. Followed up there too. Thrilling Sound. They're followed back. We go there too. Starburst, Clemmy. That weekend out of it. And towards the tail of Power Bro. There's race 7. And racing, Drysdale last to leave the boxes. Wandy Grant jumped out nicely, showing up there. Yabby Yabba. They're followed Homebush Mayhem. Now Drysdale gets through on the inside out wide of Blonde Tory. Little gap. The others headed by No Mistake around the corner. Wandy Grant in front. And Wandy Grant's going to be too quick. Drysdale out of the pack late, but Wandy Grant beat Drysdale. Third at the line was Homebush Mayhem. They're followed by Yabba Yabba. Now back behind those would have Life's a Laugh, Pearl's Boy, Blonde Tory never sighted. And that was one of the last there on crossing. And racing, field away and jumping nicely, What I Like, and also up there Laudable, and driving along the inside, No Wisdom. Good charge at the first corner. Who's in front? No Wisdom. No Wisdom driving along the inside, Harlem Harker. What I Like's gone up and around the outside. No Wisdom went back very quickly. Down the back they go, and hitting the front now, What I Like, Harlem Harker just behind them. Botany Kevin looking a danger. They turn the corner. Harlem Harker in front though, and What I Like and Botany Kevin, but up they come. Harlem Harker. Harlem Harker will beat Botany Kevin, What I Like in a photo. Andrea fourth. They're followed by Corbin War, Laudable, and towards the tail Rambunctious, and unfortunately No Wisdom's pulled up at the back of the field. And racing, field away now. Billy West was slowly away. Corbon Jelly jumped and went across straight to the lead. That'll be curtain for the rest now. They're followed getting around No Charity. Down on the inside they were followed by No Lies. Then Bugsy Bangles, Billy West, but up they come. Nicely clear as Corbon Jelly. Corbon Jelly will score. No Lies, Billy West a third. Then Homebush Edith. They're followed after a gap. No Charity. Further back Bugsy Bangles, followed there by Wundy Boiler. And the last one home there was Katut. And racing, and best out would have been Pick the Tip, and showing up there wide as Homebush Chopper. They're followed back behind them by Go Housey. Up on the outside, Karamas. Little gap, the others headed further back by Sophie's Terror. They're followed back, we go Trans Tasman into the straight though, and Pick the Tip is nicely clear. Karamas finishing hard, but Pick the Tip beat Karamas. Go Housey third, then Sophie's Terror. They're followed back, we go Trans Tasman. Very wide, no favours. The last couple, Homebush Churro, and back there also Homebush Chopper. And racing, field away, Memphis Hotcakes away fairly. One of the best out would have been Take No Prisoner. Now Smash Rumour's trying to drive through. There's one up on the outside, Sprinkles. They're followed out wider by Wandy Chick coming towards the corner. And the leader is Take No Prisoner. Trying hard there is Smash Rumour, but Take No Prisoner will beat Smash Rumour. Three back Wandy Chick, then Sprinkles. They're followed on the inside, Memphis Hotcakes. Further back there they were followed by Homebush Violet, and towards the tail another Colt, and Opawa Rufus was back in that rear pack as well.